Chris Huhne.
Oh, yes.
Go on, so explain the story, John. What's the full story?
Well, 10 years ago, Chris Huhne was doing 69 in a 50, and he had 9 points. He didn't want to lose his licence, so allegedly he bullied his wife into taking the points. Then he left his wife for a woman who genuinely used to do the PR for Top of the Pops. Now, she has had a career, hasn't she? PR for Top of the Pops, Chris Huhne, and I wouldn't be surprised if she turned out to be your accountant. She has had a bad... But the thing is, he basically said to his wife, take these points, and she took them at the time, and then she found out he'd been cheating on her, so she went to a newspaper and said, I've got this story, do you think I'll get into trouble?
Didn't she buy a wire off the internet, a recording device, and recorded him confessing in order to sell it to the paper?
She tried.
That's devious.
But the mistake he's made is that he hasn't married someone. You can only do that if you marry someone who looks like you. So Brian May and Anita Dobson, they do it all the time. He drives like a nutter, pissed, and then he says, it was Anita that was driving. Marry someone who looks like you. Terrible sex life, obviously.
Oh, I don't know.
My favourite thing about all of it is the texts from his son, which, when you read them, are just staggering. The one on Christmas Day is pretty much like, hope you have a great Christmas, love you, Dad. Well, I hate you, so f*** off.
There was another exchange which I think is even better. This is Chris Huhne saying to his son, Peter, I do hope your exams are going OK, despite everything over the last few weeks. Thinking of you, love you, Dad. P.S. It's Grandad's birthday today. And then his son texts back, don't text me, you fat piece of
That mouthy son of his, he better hope he doesn't get put in prison, because he's going to come out all hardened, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Go, yeah, remember them texts you sent me? Who's a fat now, you muppet? Wow.
Kean, would you take points for your partner? Your partner said Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, that seems like a very honest answer.
I mean, first of all, you know, I'm not divorced, and you know, my son doesn't think I'm a prick. So, them two things put together, you know, I would like to think that as a family we would stick together.
You like to think you'd get away with it?
I do that. I'd take points for my wife, yeah. She drives like a lunatic.
I bet his wife is bitching.
Now, the other thing about it, does he deserve to go to jail? Because basically his crime is he did 69 miles in a 50 zone and he's going to jail. He has played that very, very badly.
Yeah. He's a div, though, because, you know, I mean, a whole political career down the toilet for 3 points is one thing, but he's besmirched the good name of politicians. Very, very rarely are in the news for the wrong... Occasionally you'll get the... Jeffrey Archer, I remember... You know, he was supposed to have shagged prostitutes and he lied in court. But apart from... Well, Jonathan Aitken, he lied in court. But apart from those two... Well, you had Neil Hamilton getting brown envelopes full of cash from Mohammed Al-Fayed. But apart... Well, you also had Jackie Smith and her husband putting porn movies on expenses. So, and the bloke who put his duck house on expenses. And John Major, when he did his Back to Basics thing, he was nobbing Edwina Curry. We had cash for questions, cash for honours, cash for influence, arms to Iraq. But apart from those scandals, politicians have had a very, very good name in this country.
John, any musical aspirations? Would you ever...
The only band I would like to be in is the Proclaimers.
Why the Proclaimers? Why would you want to be...
Why would you not want to be in the Proclaimers? There's a song that just ends with 5 minutes of them both screaming the word Gene. Gene! That's it. And they're in a band and they do that, and they're so cool. But they hate the English so much. It's a real barrier. I'd have to pretend from the beginning to be a brother that they didn't know about. Hello!
Tess, have you ever been...
I haven't been in a band, but I've been in quite a few bands' videos.
Which videos were you in?
I did 2 Duran Duran videos, and then I was in 2 Soul to Soul videos, a Beloved video, the
Soul
one
to
where
Soul,
everyone was
Beloved, Duran
naked,
Duran.
bar a few little, you know, plasters and...
You were in that one?
I was in that one,
What
honey.
one's that?
Plasters.
But, you know, elastoplast and the right, you
What
know...
a sexy look that is.
Nothing.
I'm
Well, just
naked
so
and
that
I might
you
have
know, you
cut my
can
nipples.
preserve your mind.
I'm in an Elton John video. He keeps it at home.
Sure. Why not?
I've only got one song on my iPod, which is Rock Around the Clock. And I have it on shuffle. So 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 bad 6, 7, can't finishes.
One,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just for hours on end
happy
driving.
days.
Drives my wife
It answers a
mental.
lot of questions, though.
That's why she drives like that.
1, 2, 3. Over and over again.
OK, let's get some on. So most people would rather be in a band than a solo singer. What are you going to go for, Sean?
Band.
Band?
You think band? What do you guys think?
I think solo singer.
Solo.
Solo singer, OK. I can tell you the answer is 72% of people would rather be in a band than a solo singer. You're right. So the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Top advice you'd give your younger self?
I know what I'd say. I'd say, it doesn't matter how curious you are, don't stick your cock in that barrel.
Top advice, what would you tell yourself?
It's difficult for me because I am my younger self. It's just more a question for you all, really, isn't it? I wish I'd walked my dog more. That's a serious one. Just telling you, if you're a dog owner and it's raining, one day that dog will be dead, and you'll think, I should have taken him down the canal.
Did you never walk your dog?
Not a lot, really. I was out banging. Well, more to the point, I was indoors watching videos. But
Steve, how old were you when you joined Westlife?
I was 16 when it started.
So what advice would you give your younger self? What do you think?
There was one incident where me and one of the other guys in the band, I won't mention any names, pissed in George Michael's back garden and got caught, which wasn't a good incident.
You got caught by George Michael with your cock out. That is a disaster. Stephen, what do you think?
I would say to myself, denim jacket with Saxon written in biro on the back with pixie boots is not a good look.
yet.
Yet.
What I would say if I met my younger self is, less of that, a bit more of that. Right?
Yeah.
Less of that, stop that, do that.
Stop being such a dick.
No.
That's what I'd say to me.
All right.
Yeah. The younger me, not the cool me now.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And the younger dickheadish me.
Yeah, where's he gone?
Yeah.
Where's he hiding?
Depends how young you're talking now, doesn't it? If you're going really young, stop crying and shitting your pants. And then right through to, I know you think she's gone out, but she's going to come back early, so stop the video and take it out. About 5 minutes before you thought you were going to. Sorry, Mum. That needs...
Tess, what do you think? What advice would you give your younger self?
Never cut your own hair.
Were you cutting your own hair?
Yes. Nail scissors out the bathroom cabinet, have a little trim, a little bit more, and then before you know it, it's not good. It's not
Look
good.
at mine, I'm the before.
Stay away from the scissors. Stay away.
This isn't a hairstyle, this is weather.
I would say, don't shave the little bit of hair on the small of your back before you go on the rugby tour, because no one's going to see it anyway, and it'll just keep growing back stronger and stronger for the rest of your life. And now it looks like you've got a little bunny's tail.
And the other one, talking of shaving, is be very careful when you're shaving your balls, because you will nick yourself.
Finally. Oh, dude. Finally, some advice we can use.
You've got to use Nair. You got to use Nair. You can't be getting a blade near those. Nair.
Is that the no-no thing?
Nair, hair removal cream. If you're going after the balls, you don't bring the razor anywhere near the neighborhood. Shit.
Okay, next
Have
question,
you just
Jimmy.
found that? Okay. Top advice you'd give your younger self?
My dad said to me, never take any advice from anyone. Very wise.
It's getting in your head there.
I'd say, hey, don't get so upset about that rejection letter from Jim will fix it. It's actually a good thing.